So today I'm just fishing off one of the backwaters from Wyaralong Dam. I'm going to use an old English method using a knotless knot and hair rig, some maize. So here's the maize that I prepared earlier. I'm going to put 2 on my link. I'm just going to show you how I'm going to fish it. I've got 20-pound armoured. It's like a gravel colour because that's the colour that I'm down there, and I've got a 1/4 wide gape hook. My hook length is basically a weight, and on this I'm going to make sure that my hook length is shorter than my tubing, otherwise it will just get tangled on it, and the tube helps to stop it getting tangled. So basically I'm going to pull the length off, which is easier said than done. And basically I'm going to have that as the loop, and that's where I'm going to thread this needle through. It's got a little tiny hook on the end. I'll pull that through the bait once I've done it. So I'm just going to trim that down. Always dispose your line the proper way. And I'm just going to make sure that this length is shorter, which is good. Probably add a little bit extra for when you're actually tying it, and then you can adjust. So basically I'm going to put that through the eye first. And that comes down to there, and I need it roughly the length of 2 of my maize put together. So that's roughly, the knot will be just past the bend. I'm going to have that along the shank of the hook. I'm going to twist it round nice and even. You can do it as many times as you like. And I'm going to bring that back through the eye. You have to have it tight, otherwise it'll be difficult to get through. And then that will form a nice knot on there. And because of your turning on the shank, that's going to keep that along the shaft of the hook. So this end now, I'm just going to tie a simple grinner knot to the end of the weight. I'm not imagining I'm going to be catching 60-pounders, so what you want to do is just make sure that is just shorter than that tubing, so it doesn't get tangled. So that's perfect size. Look out of the way. Sometimes you can thread it through the swivel twice, but I'm only doing it once. A simple grinning up, probably do 5 just for luck. Always wet the end before you pull it tight, just helps it lubricate. It's nice and tight. And then the spur end, just going to snip off nice. Pull this weight back above the swivel, tuck that in there. So this is called a semi-bolt rig, so if that does snap, all it'll have left is the hook and not carry everything with it. So that is just short at the end of the tubing, so if that gets flicked around, it's not going to tangle up. And there you have it. So then I need to put some maize on. So this is well, what you want to call it, I just call it my threading needle for my bait. So I'm going to push that through the maize like so. I'm going to put 2 on. And the other end of that, where my little loop is, I'm going to hook it like so. And I'm going to pull that in. It's actually called a bait needle, but and then I've just got a nice little loop at the end of there. as you can see. So that's actually called a hair. It's not on the, believe it or not, that's a real good method for carping in UK and probably all over the world. And then I'm just going to put my bait stop in between that knot, pull that up tight, and that will just balance just below. That's actually a little bit bigger, that corn. Oh, it's maize. So this then is going to go out. I'm only baiting an area that's probably 5 yards out because I've seen carp mulling around here. And when I put the bait alarm on, the carp will suck at that, and then what will happen, it'll feel the prick, it'll shoot off, and then that'll go. So now I'll just set up my bait alarms. Let's get cracking. I'm just going to underhand cast because I've only baited about 5 yards out. Feeling the way that that's going down, probably about 10 foot deep. Anyway, I'm just going to use this branch here to rest it on. So I've switched my bite alarm on, which is a Delkim that my out fella sent me from England. I've been after some for ages. Flick the bait alarm on so that will wind. Just tighten it back up. I haven't got any swingers. I don't feel the need from here. Turn the volume up so I can hear it. Oh, straight in. Hey. Didn't even get my bite alarm on. Oh. So I've only baited up about 10 minutes. Oh, 10 minutes ago, and that's just suck everything. So it's gone straight behind a snag, and then, well, obviously that's unbelievable. Literally 5 minutes, bust off. Oh well, do it all over again. So after all that, just quickly set another one up. You've already seen how I do it, so I'm going to try again. The Delkins actually run off vibration. I've had some fox for many years and on a little roller with a little magnet inside that beep 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 when you make for contact. But these, because these got vibration, I have my eye quite close, and the way the fish are over here, they've just run, and that'll just brilliant. So I'll see how long this one takes.